to go down.
We have the story indeed of how Colchester United finally said goodbye to the Football League. That's coming up in a moment. We've the goals that did it at Cambridge, and more importantly what those who run Colchester have to say about the club's future. That special report in a moment. First though, some issues that won't be decided until the final Saturday, among them the fate of Luton Town.
World Championship fencing at Ipswich.
Story of Colchester United's exit from the Football League after 40 years. They'll now definitely finish the season bottom of the 4th Division, so they will be relegated into the non-league GM Vauxhall Conference.
Back in 1971, Colchester United provided one of the biggest FA Cup upsets of all time when they beat Leeds United 3-2. Leeds had 9 internationals in their lineup that day, and Colchester's success was acknowledged worldwide. How times change. A year ago, Colchester just about clung on to their league place when they won their last 5 games. This time, there was no escape. When they lost 4-0 at Cambridge yesterday, they knew for certain that they were out.
It's very sad for us, but I think really from a couple of weeks ago, I was beginning to think, yes, it would happen. But last year, you see, we had the fight. We fought all the way, but for some reason they haven't fought this year.
They really didn't get their act together. They've had their warning. A bit like a heart attack, isn't it? You had your warning, you don't go through it again.
The fans have stayed loyal, and they need to come straight back, for not just the club, but for the fans as well. The fans deserve it.
But Colchester are a club with problems on and off the pitch. They have debts of £1.5 million. Their bank accounts have been frozen. And Chairman Jonathan Crisp, on the right in the middle row here, is paying out £10,000 a week from his own pocket to keep them in business. But he's also got his critics.
I think it's been a nightmare of mismanagement for the last 5 years, watching football standards decline and the debts mount. And although a lot of people think that there's a possibility of this bouncing straight back, I'm not one of those who thinks that's automatic.
Under Mick Mills, the former Ipswich and England skipper, Colchester did improve during the second half of the season. He's likely to stay on as manager next season, and the club will keep a squad of full-time professionals, unlike most non-league teams who rely on part-timers.
The entire squad at Colchester cost £68,000. I mean, that's, you know, even in 4th Division terms, that's probably the size of a transfer of one player. So obviously it's not easy.
I believe that with the right people and the right attitudes, we can bring the club back. The most important thing is the town has showed that it actually wants football now.
Sad, isn't it?
Nearly, but not quite. And tonight we have good news and bad news. We'll start, I think, with the bad news. Home defeats for Norwich and Ipswich. First stop, Carrow Road, Norwich against Chelsea.